Good evening, everyone. Today we are so honored to have Rinpoche, Drupon Rinchen Dorje Rinpoche here. His schedule is really busy, but he's still so kind to come here, give Chakrasamvara empowerment, and tomorrow we have a teaching. Sunday is the practice. So Drupon Rinpoche, in his whole life, he practiced Chakarasamvara and Mahamudra. He is so wonderful teacher. We're really lucky to have him here. Thank you, Rinpoche. Thank you for coming. Also, I'd like to thank Ina, translator for English, Pauline, translator for Vietnamese, and Joy, translator to Chinese. 听中文的朋友，请你们进Zoom里面的那个中文频道，谢谢。So also I like to thank all the volunteers and all the friends from Zoom and in person. This is really amazing empowerment and teaching. So Drupon Rinpoche has extremely good experience. I wish you all focus on the empowerment and teaching. It will benefit for everyone, I'm sure. Thank you for everyone joining us, and we start empowerment now.
May you pray a vote? Somebody on the somebody image? Okay. Image.
Sorry, Mark, I didn't get that. Can you share with me? Okay, thank you. Okay, so Yellow Prayer Book, page 1. I will do once in Tibetan and then the rest in English. Dagra dangwa jepe cha nopa jepe ge tapa dang tam che chen be badu chopa jepa tam che chi so jepe manam kadan yam pe sem chen tam che dewa dan den dung na dan ja nidu Lana me bayang da pa zo pe jang chu rinpoche to pa ja. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation from this. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. Deche du sangma chechi badu luna yisung gewa lako mashi badu luna yisung gewa lako Dudering ne zungde nima sangda samji badu luna yisung gewa lako For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Jangcho Ningpo Chi Chi Ba Sanje Namla Kapsu Chi Chodan Jangcho Sampaye Solan Dejin Kapsu Chi Jita Namji Deshe Chi Jangcho Tuni Che Padang Jangcho Sampe La Pala Deda Rinchen Nepata Dejin Jola Pendondu Jancho Samne Chejijin Dejin Duni Lapala Rinpa Shindu Lapachi. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. Sanje Chodan Sogi Chonam La Jancho Badu Dagni Yapsu Chi Dagi Jinso Jipe Sonam Chi Jola Penchu Sange Drupa Sho. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Manam Kadan Yampe Semchen Tamche Dewa Dan Dewe Judan Dempa Juche Duna Dan Duna Chiju Dan Jawa Juche Duna Mepe Dewa Dami Jawa Juche Nerin Chakdan Nidan Jawe Tang Yong Lane Pachuche. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering in the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering in the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Lingji Jikten Ramja Jansum Jo Ramja Jamsa Jingi Jobeso Malu Loye Lante Bulana Dene Joku Tuche Jungdu So Daglu Lomcho Dokpa Chichi Dang Punkang Kenche Chayun Dunma Che Tatu Zungwe Mopo Jutse Kum Buji Danjin Shiwa Jinjilo No Dan No Min Talo Yong Jo Shin Chenga Nesung Jo On Ta Che Chi Ning Sen Lende Nelu Manda Cho Puwe Sanje Topa Jinjilo. And Devada Kini Ratnamandala Pratija Soha, an infinite array of worlds, each with the 4 continents and the wealth of infinite oceans of realms. If I bring them all to mind and offer them without exception, please hold with compassion all the beings they contain. My body, enjoyments, and whatever I own, my aggregates, elements, and sun sources, my aspirations now and in times to come, as well as everything I grasp as mine. By offering them all, may I be blessed with the end of self-grasping, completely liberated from the bounds of real and unreal, transcending the names and attributes of arising, cessation, and abiding, coming and going, affirmation and denial. The supreme mandala is the natural state. By offering it, may I be blessed to attain the state of Buddhahood. Om Guru Deva Dakini Ratna Mandala Pratija Soha. Namo Nangshi Namdagi Lamala Nangshi Jisheng Su Chokabu Kamsu Yongjo Du Sowade Korwa Donchu Tu Jinjiro Jeyu Jin Lobu Suchi Jen Masam Jumi Jawe Tu Chenbe Yeshe Abanden Sewe Dani Kajin Chen Jowa Kotse Rinpoche Daksen Neki Nane Sowade Choni Chinan Du Jinjilo Sendo Neke Menandati Lode Choku Topa Jinjilo. Namo to the Guru, the utter purity of all appearance and existence. I offer all appearance and existence arisen as the primordial ground. I supplicate you, may the 3 realms be completely liberated. Please grant blessings to empty samsara from its depths. Lord with 5 omniscient wisdoms, crown ornament, kind one with loving nature, precious protector of beings, heart of all Buddhas, inexpressible by words or thought, I supplicate you from the core of my mind. Bless me from within the state of Dhammata. Bless me to realize this mind, primordially pure and unborn, as the unfathomable Dharmakaya. Samchen Namji Sampada Loyi Jeja Chitawa Chechun Tunmon Tekpayi Choki Kolo Koduso. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicles and the teachings common to both according to the dispositions and mental capacities of sentient beings.
노래 장신대로 나로당 만매 타고 빠른지 공가리 숨대 자베나메 자주나마 연음치용 서로반데서 다주친지로 데딜로레 동남만매지 마원체 받다다 군지당니 냐메른 챔빈지경 성공 샤블라 그찬시 이나 왜
다시 달래.
그 다들 멘디지 같아 왜 멘디 양왜 만다라 왜 만다라 yeah we need to maybe we
need a place to put it on, put the mandala on.
And I think this small maybe I need it, this one some try yeah 근데 당하랑 저 다들 들어와 다 듬쳐 와나야 들어와 다 듬쳐 와나야 텐두 전에 다 다다는 정보대 소소 왕접 전적으로 왕접 장하던 저 차과치 전에 왕접 전적 차래 전에 제리 마르시도 당원으로 더 가려요잖아 당봉원으로 들라 다 추치하다 전에 원로도 마다야 다 소소여와 다 소치고 효레스
So we will receive the Chakrasamvara empowerment today. And so for that, for conferring an empowerment, we first have to complete the self-empowerment. And so the self-empowerment is completed. And then there are certain preliminary steps for the empowerment. And those include ritual purification and the offering of a preliminary dharma. So first we begin with the purification, and the purpose of that is to purify our body, speech, and mind of the negativities and obscurations, and that is necessary because the Vajrayana practice is very profound, and within the Vajrayana we are now receiving an empowerment. And so the purification is just like if you want to eat food from a bowl, you first want to clean that bowl, and then the food will also be good. And so similarly, we first, before receiving the empowerment, want to purify our body, speech, and mind. And so the preliminary dharma is something that we always offer in the beginning, actually whatever Vajrayana practice we engage in. And that is because in our Vajrayana practice we may encounter some obstacles or hindrances, and by offering this preliminary dharma, that shall pacify those obstacles. And also, secondly, by offering the preliminary dharma, we kind of lay the grounds for accomplishing the qualities of the stages and paths of practice. And also, if we think about it from an internal perspective, the obstacles and hindrances can also be seen as our afflictive emotions and discursive thinking, and they can also become pacified, therefore, by the preliminary dharma. So it is either called the preliminary dharma or the hindrance dharma.
제다 담바 잠제네 단남제네 주소베 사예춘에 다바디 디긴다 그주지고 설바다 당가다 안베켄 가데 사마야예 홍 원벤자사도 사마야. Everybody. 와타춘에 사만지. 원벤자사.
So everybody together.
Benzara Sadu Samaya Manu Balaya Benzara Sadu Dino Bara Dijandu Chume Baba Sudu Kayu Meba Subo Kayu Me Baba Anuratu Me Baba Sarva Siddhi Me Barajiza Sarva Ganama Susam Zedami Yam Guru Hum Ha 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 Ho Bangave Sarva Data Gata Banzara Mame Munzin Banzara Baba Ma Samaya Adu Ava Banzara Sadu Samaya Manu Baraya Banzara Sadu Dino Bara Dijan Meba Yo me baba subu kayo me baba anuratu me baba sarva siddhi me paray sarva karma sutsa me zedami yam guru hum ha ha Wo banga me sarva tata gata banzara ma me munzin banzara baba ma samaya sadhu wo banzara sadhu samaya manu balaya banzara sadhu dino bara di chandra chu me ba Sudu kayo me baba subu kayo me baba anuratu me ba Sarva siddhi me parayesa sarva karma sutsa me sedami yam guru hum ha avo banga me sarva tata gata banzara ma me munzin banzara bhava ma sam sadhu avo banzara sadhu samaya manu balaya Banzara sadhu dino para di chandri chu me baba sudu kayo me ba kayo me baba anuratu me baba sarva siddhi me paray sarva karma sutsa me sedami yam guru hum ha ha Ho banga me sarva tata gata banzara ma me Banzara bhava ma samaya sadhu
And next we offer the preliminary Dharma.
Om Ngondro Hom Hom Pi Om Su Baba Shuddha Sarva Dharma Su Baba Shuddha Han Dong Bi Ngam Ne Yam Ne Long Ram Ne Me Jin Ko Je Deng Tu Om Ma Phong Ne To Be Ji Be Som Na Ne Be A Le To Ba Yang Xian Jia Ji Be Nang Tu Yu Dang Qiu Ji Hong Om Kam Zhang Mahamudra Bam Dam Je Tu Tseng A Tang Zhu Mang Ha Chu Be Rang Sang Wong Jian Sen Be Lang Pa Le Cho Be Long Ge Me Long Ge Me Bar Ken Ko Be Sang Wong Tang Ji Be Zi Nam Xiu Ba Ni Ma Cher Ka De Kan Do Jian Ni Ma Cher Ka De Kan Do Jian Tu Ju Er Be Rinchen Dorje Rinpoche Karim Ka Wo De Da Ba Ti Ni Xun Ne Ju Da Yin Min Je Be Deng Tu A Ye Ye Bu Bu Re Le Le Ye Ye Wang Wang A Ga Ka Kan Ga Nga Za Zan Zan Yan Zha Shan Zha Da Na Da Ta Tan Da Na Ba Pa Ha Ma Ma Ya Ra La Ba Xia Ka Sa Jia Yong Su Xiu Ba Le Om Ma A Hong Den Ne Deng Tu Zi Ba Ne Ba Jin Ko Jie Ta Nan Chu Sim Jian Jie Tong Qi Nian Ba Xiu Wei Ye Ge Zong La Cai Me Yan Dam Zai Ge Du Zi Dang Ni Sui Mi Ban Yi Xie Jie Du Ci Jian Cu Qian Bo Qiu Ro Om Ka 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 Ye Ka He Sarva Ya Zia Da Zia Sa Ba Da Ba Da Be Xia Za Om Ma Da A Ba Ma Ran Da Kan Da Gen Imam Ba Len Den Da Han Yan Sa Ma Ne Ra Qian De Sarva Si De Me Da Ye Tian Ba Ye Tian Gan Za Bun Za Tan Ba Ba Tan Zi Ga Da Zha Ma De Ma Ma Ga Ra Si Su Gang Bi Qiu Sa Ha Ya Ka Ba Wen Du Hong Hong Pi So Ha Om Ya Ka Ye Ka He Sarva Ya Zia Da Zia Sa Ba Da Ba Da Be Xia Za Om Ma A Ba Ma Ran Da Kan Da Gen Ne Da Imam Zha Han Yan De Sa Ma Ya Ra Qian De Sarva Si De Me Da Ye Tian Ba Ye Tian Ga Za Bun Za Ba Ba Tan Zi Ga Da Ma De Zha Ma Ne Ga Ma Si Su Gang Bi Qiu Da Sa Ha Ya Ka Ba Wen Du Hong Hong Pi So Ha Om Ka Ye Ka He Sarva Ya Zia Da Zia Sa Ba Da Be Xia Za Om Ma Da A Ba Ma Ran Da Kan Da Gen Ne Da Imam Ba Ne Zha Han Yan De Sa Ma Ya Ra Qian De Sarva Si De Me Da Ye Tian Ba Ye Tian Ga Za Bun Za Tan Ba Ba Tan Zi Ga Ma De Zha Ma Da Ma Ma Sarva Ga Da Ya Si Su Gang Bi Qiu Da Sa Ha Ya Ka Ba Wen Du Hong Hong Pi So Ha La Ye So Na Ma Lu Tang Lu Ye So Na Nu Ji So Na Ma Lu Tang Sin Bu So Na Ma Lu Tang Jun Bu So Na Ma Lu Tang Ye Da So Na Ma Lu Tang Xia Zi So Na Ma Lu Nu Ji So Na Ma Lu Tang Ji Ji So Na Ma Lu Tang Kan Ru So Na Ma Lu Tang Ma Mo So Na Ma Lu Ba Ne Tam Chi Da Der Ke Da La Gong Su So Ren Qiu Ji Dong Ma De Nong La Ne Jiu De Da Xiang Hu Xie Qie Ne Mi Se Dang Wang Qiu Bei Dang Cha Dang Gar Ba Sang Long Qiu Jie Qian Gu Tong Zu Xi Nang Ji La So Ba Ye Lei Jie Ngondro Da La Tam Cai Jian Jie Da La Zong Wo Zhou Gong Jie Ga Di Zu Le Chen Min Xie Dang Ni Nang Cang Dong Tang Gen Nang Xie Ba Ran那么面堂千万元，七天元把没把人做，几天得先落来吧，这南北先全别，来来他们进多把当，一浪多把工作做。 so当然说这几个多，他就当然说南海当年的新疆他们去在上街恐怕错吧家，这上街恐怕特别提起，这样子往提学咱们的，他们南海当年的新疆他们去，怕嘛就是要嘛来上，怕嘛去了，这但说了陈讲有些，这陈的呢的，强那些强求性就连呢的呢。上街都这样，恐怕得拉你错吧家，提起就等于在往那年那里熊看那里俺说提起去学咱们呢，我在那什么上往听见要不去过咱们，我听出去的，我说谈不心紧张，听见听着过说啥的意思。
So first we should cultivate the right motivation. So we bring to mind all Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, and all of these beings have been our parents in a past life, and during that time they have been extremely kind to us. So with a mind of love, compassion, and bodhicitta, we should think that for their purpose I must receive this empowerment and thereafter attain enlightenment, attain the state of the Buddha Vajradhara. That is the motivation to cultivate for the one who confers the empowerment and also those who receive the empowerment. So I think that this empowerment is very profound. I'm going to receive this profound empowerment and I'm going to engage in practice with this intention of bodhicitta.
当然说让但是娘起用的这，那娘是说这要不强嘛，家他做的让sem的强女的强求sem的，有没比那个做这些头的有的是的，强求sem有比那真的在让俺的娘起，真的让俺的养他吧，娘起特别好，我听着这偏头也是吧。
And so really, whether or not one's Vajrayana practice turns out fruitful, positive, really depends mainly on the motivation, the state of mind of love, whether or not you have love, compassion, or bodhicitta. That's really the crucial point. And if you practice the Vajrayana, engage in the Vajrayana practice with a motivation of bodhicitta, then the practice will become really effective.
我真的上街经典的，但是上街小子头发的，突击前步，他们开步，我这了点呢，但对家说说看不到我发的点呢，这趟，但说说这一趟特别是秋忙不送有的是，我经常当桥头去吧，让俺都去推过去，我这意思，这来头呢，在后来这让俺生命影响。穷有的是，后来让俺生命影响穷对的呢，穷就本来爱的下当，马路路上也差的，让俺人嘛些，他接穷的了，让俺什么些，我他听着他娘来去呀，听着有的意思。
And Buddha Shakyamuni was very skillful and compassionate, and with his great compassion and skillful means, he taught many different Dharma teachings in accordance with the mental capacities and the dispositions or the states of minds of various beings to be trained. And among those many different teachings that exist, the Vajrayana is said to be supreme. And two streams of Vajrayana have emerged in Tibet, the old and the new transmissions of the Vajrayana teachings. So everything that was taught before, or the transmission before Lord Atisha and Marpa, is called the Nyingma, or the old transmission, and everything after them is referred to as the Sarma, or the new transmission.
我他这趟来讲说，让啊你们去是对，这让啊基本你们去亚里面多，他讲你就讲说什么，但是弄小的话，我他弄啊送点钱，他做听了说你们是一个小的意思，我听你瞧的哟，他这让啊在那这趟去，那他前句、旧句、年交句、年交那那没别句是，绝对全部写有的意思，我他绝对全部写有别去，那那真的，我他前句是对在去千万这做长的了说吧，千万这做不起的。旧句现在他就那么的，他做我这，千万的，就那么你充电的，他做我这，就那么做我的去的了，他听就啥，年就就现在，年就现在他在拿钱的做我去呀，我听年就就啥，他年就那没比起，现在他得从你是没比样呢，他做我动就听呢，听年就那没比就啥，我听就老学啥，他前就年就那没比就啥。
And saying that we practice the Vajrayana, the secret mantra, does not actually mean that we only practice the secret mantra, but we also practice love and compassion, bodhicitta, which originates in the sutra teachings. So we really need to practice the union of the sutras and the tantras. And then within the tantras, we speak about 4 great classes of tantra: the action tantra, performance tantra, yoga tantra, and the unsurpassed yoga tantra. So the first one, the action or kriya tantra, has a focus on external conduct, activity, and mainly external purity. And then the second, the performance or the charya tantra, practices a union of both external conduct as well as inner practice, inner mind. And then the third, the yoga tantras, they focus more on the inner mind. And then the fourth, the unsurpassed yoga tantras or the anuttara yoga tantras, their focus is on the non-duality of bliss and emptiness.
我真的他是觉得是有病的，他啷个说吧？真的叫难没别句。我他人叫难没别句，他那拍句写在马句写，他写了句马句写了马句，他拍句写了马句，他你句写有时候他体重难呢，那个说他上啊，他觉得我都马句的是怎么说？他马句去，我他去马句的是。
And so among these 4 classes of tantra, within the highest, the unsurpassed yoga tantra, the anuttara yoga tantra, there is a threefold subdivision, and that is first the father tantras, which are the method, the mother tantras, which focuses on wisdom, and then the non-dual tantras. And of these, the Chakrasamvara practice belongs to the mother tantras.
我真的他这个说吧，那他这趟去呢，上啊，他觉得可惜结派是我听着有的话下，我他经常对你嘛，对么种推手的其他没把去，你们那其他推手没，在老年子做就得为起头，你们是那样，他是这种就得去这个兄弟的，我你个变成的全部跟前真是求去查话才听你个。觉得场面可能他觉得场面的马是你可能做穷呢，天气能把些些，天气能些天就穷有的意思，我经常的意思，我当时经常这样讲的，天气能有的是，他上对天气，上对吧天气是，这家伙老公这些都上对没求吧，我上对没求吧这，天气的了，家伙老公给不多少kilo给不多少kilo是，我等那过了天气天气这15 kilo。我这几多了，那天节这现代白路，现代白路，这中国天节这rap了，也搬到这个路，这往是挺有的意思。我他这。
马蒂安给送入能他妈的。
中国天节这老公家老公 rap 了，也搬到路的意思。这他往什么去搬的了？这马就了，他怎么说给？其他就这趟他怎么说的了？这趟那做人拿提送些忙不着，你嘛他家了人拿提送些，留下把的拿破的Drilbupa些，听着老个话些，他提不起来说的起， 我在马就的这个路说在公区吧，那这个路说起，我在那chỗ这是一个网口的，其他的也是。
And so, generally speaking, many of the mantras of the Vajrayana, the secret mantra, are really elaborate. And however, nowadays, in the degenerate time, people do not have so much time to practice the Dharma. And so, therefore, there is kind of a method. So, this practice is a method that provides a simple, concise way to engage in the practice for disciples, and that was written down by a Drikung Kagyu master, the great scholar Rinchen Dorje, and he condensed all of the profound teachings into their very hard essence, like the quintessence of all those classes of tantras, and so those were condensed by him into a text that is called the Four Innate Deities, and of those four, Chakrasamvara is one. So the first one of those four innate deities is Guyasamajam, and so Mikuba already. So it's so it is Guyasamaja Akshobiam, and it comes from the master, the Indian master Gekpa Dorje, and then the Chakrasamvara practice Tantra comes from the master Drilbupa, and Vajra is the third one. Vajra comes from Shantipa, and then Kalachakra is the fourth one, and that comes from Rahula Shantipada, and so Chakrasamvara is one of those four innate deities, and it belongs to the mother tantras. And so generally there are three masters who have transmitted these the Chakrasamvara teachings, so that from India. So their names were Luhipa, Nakpopa, and Drilbupa. And so this particular transmission of Chakrasamvara belongs to the Drilbupa tradition. So it is a mother tantra Drilbupa tradition. So this empowerment belongs to this transmission of Chakrasamvara.
我在这趟去呢，他讲了去你们出现这种忙起事，他是等说他们那些出发错的这些老晓得，对其他全部人老晓得，他就是没来这边送我的，也当过了点错的，他入这边去见是他入这边去，他见下这忙不有的是他入这边去几件，其他穷他们做的，看着这参测因是，但是你们送的，其他穷他们做的，看着上面参测因是没来这边他就送我了，对。 我在那种人们系统的，前两穷多个嘛，是就可是人的上岸前两切的多个也是。
And actually, it is said that most of the Indian masters of the past have actually practiced Chakrasamvara and have attained accomplishment through the Chakrasamvara practice, and that is why the Chakrasamvara practice possesses so many blessings. Milarepa also had said that the practice of the Yidam Chakrasamvara is endowed with many ornaments, and that is that even in times of degeneration, the blessings will not decline. That is the samaya of the Dakinis. So meaning that if one actually practices it, then the blessings will not decline, but in fact, during the degenerate time, its blessings will be even greater. So.
我这边就当他的上届上岸绝对的总策略，他绝对上岸的了，经过蹲着的时间了，总策略经过把蹲着个的是，我等说绝对总对等经过的都有嘛的是，都嘛都话去呢，经过的过程中所论怎么能看的呢？这巧的是，那我怎么能么做人家去那个 진함 친보용 텐송효레스.
And so when the Buddha taught the various classes of Tantra, generally he kind of aroused the mandala of various Vajrayana mandalas, and at the end of his teaching, he would always dissolve the mandalas. They would always gather in the end. However, the Chakrasamvara Tantra was not dissolved, was not gathered at the end. And in fact, after teaching Chakrasamvara, he turned the Chakrasamvara mandala to face the southern continent of Jambudvipa, which is our world. And therefore, it is said that if the people of Jambudvipa, of this world, practice Chakrasamvara, the blessings are great.
等等几天总共这种的往西是要从哪开始是往西口啊，这但不往的路来过来，路去吃嘛他个来是，我往上往他俺来过，那俺去吃嘛他个来是，但松巴第一来过呢，一个吃嘛他出个来是，七八他松嘎来过呢，这龙俺一种特定是样个，吃嘛他出个种的，我这个嘛就这里嘛这种的，可是种的成了他后往个路他空我的呢，路东吧。做就把了，做就马进来吧，说路每个种做就把它马进来吧，没上就把了，说把它第做路弄把做马娘吧，这个是我真的路接来来呢就那点把投票，我才穷的是，这上网下了过，对这俺从我这呢，俺去动吧，他吃做的他有了那可得。俺接了说，俺接吃做他，只有他妈吃做，俺接有了话，他只有他妈生做，俺接了说话，他说，他晓得怕，马娘把钱呢，俺对吧？他送可能点把出来是俺这么强的送可能点把出来是，对往送把的希望在三了过来，他送把希望你三了过来，生命天这边求空我这呢，这求空我这都一开懂吧？那现的那现。他老是有了，他总不马娘把钱呢，投20米吧，上街投上，或者点票投上20米吧，点把投票了，这偏给这种的。
And also Chichen Sumgan explained the purpose, the meaning of, and the benefit of conferring the four empowerments, and is that when we receive the base empowerment, which is the first empowerment, when the base empowerment is conferred upon the body, the negativities of the body become purified. Then when the speech empowerment is conferred upon the speech, when speech becomes pure, and the secret empowerment is conferred upon the wisdom empowerment is conferred upon the mind, and that purifies the mental obscurations. And then the fourth empowerment purifies the three obscurations of body, speech, and mind simultaneously. So when also it is explained that when we receive the base empowerment upon our body, and we accomplish the form of the deity, the Yidam deity, and we will not fall into the three non-virtues of the body, that is killing, stealing, and engaging in sexual misconduct. So these vows of the body will not decline, and one will attain stability in visualizing the form of the deity, the generation stage. Then secondly, by receiving the speech empowerment upon, or the secret empowerment upon the speech, we ensure that we do not lose the vows related to speech, that is refraining from the four non-virtues of speech, that is telling lies, slander, idle talk, and harsh words. And we are empowered to, our speech then becomes the mantra garland. And when the empowerment is conferred, the mind empowerment is conferred upon the mind, then that ensures that we do not lose the vows of refraining from the 3 non-virtues of the mind, that is, wrong views, ill will, and covetousness. And as a result of that, as a result of purifying all these negativities, one becomes non-dual with Chakrasamvara. And so then next we should think that I am inseparable from, or the Vajra Master is inseparable from the Yidam deity. And then in their presence, we will repeat the following supplications.
Gachen Choda Dombabo Lopon Chune Gonso Zoro Chanchup Chenbo Sudenba Ngombo Chenbo Dancelo Tamse Tini Dala Zoro Chancho Semjang Dala Zoro Sanje Chodan Gendu De Japson Tajang Dala Zoro Tarwa Chenbo Chongcho De Ngombo Dane and Joe de Zoro Yan Chuto Sajachina.
Then we do it once in English. So please repeat. Great joyful one, my teacher, master, please heed me, supreme master, who guides on the path to great awakening. Please grant me samaya. Grant me the mind of awakening. Grant me the 3 refuges of Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Protect them. Let me enter the sacred city of great liberation.
That's the thing. It's a lot of that's just one thing. That's Jubate, Jitan Drikung Kagyu Institute, the Jubache Yorwa. Or Jubate Chi, Tana Monastery, going to Tom Nure, and Gachana was going to Tom Nure, or Tenruchi. Or then also take on to go show and but see how this go show Rajude so that she didn't but the color constant as I don't. You never count of those and Yamada Hanyam shadow show is.
Also, one thing I still have to mention, and that is that my own Drupan's own personal lineage for of the empowerment, and that is so. So generally, the lineage comes from the Drikung Kagyu lineage, and Drupan says he himself has received the empowerment several times from His Holiness Jetsun Rinpoche as well as Gachun Rinpoche, and has also completed the necessary mantra accumulations and also engages in its practice as much as he can.
Teach then that's a majam that Chia Shembata Kando Senata Nanamda set a gendo chigo. Nanamda set a carisana. That's all Dujanam Kala Lamata Jinkon Tamediva, being followed them cho. Henji Yamion, Sanji Tan Changsho Semba so Jinji, Pumbo that Deba, Guarded some. Thing to do that some gentleman Lungai song Jabson Drova. Or then said Toma maybe the Pamagava to the Payaya, Zasha, some of the pattern Payaya. Rova some gentleman gave a Karina, a GSC Hansia. The Changjop Sam the zone, the Manyamba in the zone out on Changjop Sam, Jaya, then Ovachia. What that Nam das, what it that Jamdo Town, the Payaba. Give a Jessian Chancho Samsung. Think about thing on the thing on them does. What the Chia Kasana and also. That's all in Tindula. Soza, Jabajang should done also. Or Soza, Jabajan, it is Zanga Yabo to be a Zanga Yamne Yabo Chitubia. Or Tiki to the Soza, Jabajang should say is.
And next we will repeat the next application is called the five purities, and so for that we visualize before us the deity Chakrasamvara, inseparable from the Raja Master, and the deity is surrounded by all the retinue and all the lineage masters massing around, gathering around him. And in their presence, we offer those five purities, and that is we first take refuge with our body, speech, and mind. And secondly, we perform confession of all negative actions. Third, we rejoice in the merit of all beings. Fourth, we give rise to bodhicitta and do not allow it to decline, but increase bodhicitta. And then fifth, we dedicate the merit for all beings. And so by offering these five purities, we accumulate merit and we purify obscurations, which is necessary in order to receive empowerment and in order to engage in the practice genuinely. So we are going to also repeat those five purities.
야, 됐는데 전도 치료 치이스.
Please repeat.
공조 좀라. 나잔체. 디반 탐치. 소소리야. 로베게라. 제니랑 상제 창조. 이제송 상제 초당. 총조라. 창조 파트. 나잔체. 랑젠 통네. rabro chere chancho semne ji barache chanchum choke semne ji jene semjian samji da ke ngong tu nyere chancho joncho yebu ji barache ndola phencher sanji ndo barasho
In English, I take refuge in the three jewels and confess all misdeeds and non-virtuous acts. I rejoice in the virtues of all beings and uphold the Buddha's enlightened mind until attaining awakening. I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly in order to fully accomplish the purpose of others and myself. I give rise to bodhicitta, having given rise to the mind of supreme awakening. I welcome all beings. I will engage in the highest bodhisattva conduct that is pleasing to all. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Tene datin jogdara la ringa renga jetang tene chirak dombat zong wa samne te dombat zijin sanga de da doje tibe renga dombat jetang tumo mani ba tamse so songjin nyam ta jendo xing tuan ta rinpo de.
And then there's another supplication that we will repeat, and that is the Samaya of the five Buddha families. So we will repeat them, thinking that I am going to observe all the special, the unique Samayas of the Vajrayana.
Seche sangji tamji tang bawo nenjor manawla dala gompara nzito zoro damin deje jewa che tundenyan songnes Chisi Chancho, Nimbo Hara, Chedar Tuisum, Gombo Nam, Chancho Semne, Ngenzi Ba, Chancho Semne, Lanami, Tamba Daki, Jibarchi, Sutim Chene, Labatan, Geve Chudi, Rubatan, Simchen Tongji, Sutim Zom, Soso Dembor, Songwachi, Sanji Nenjur, Dombala, Sanji Chudan, Gendu de, Lana Mibi, Guancho Zom, Tenge Zamde, Songwachi, Dorje Rikcho, Chembola, Dorje Chivu, Chaojayang, Tekonani, Songwachi, Lofong Tajang, Songwachi, Rinchen Rikcho, Chemboye, Samse Yitu, Onwala, Nire Shintu, Turutu, Jimba Namji, Dadu Jin, Changchub Chembo, Lechungwe, Bime Rikchen, Tabala, Chimang Sangwa, Tikwa Zom, Tambie Chune, Songwarachi, Leje Rikcho, Chembola, Domba Tamchi, Demba Ne, Yangda Nitu, Songwarachi, Chobe Lejang, Jinuchi, Chancho Semne, Namincho, Tamba Daki, Jiji Ne, Simchen Gunji, Tongji Jere, Daki Domba, Malu Song, Majerwanam, Derwachi, Madurwanam, Durwachi, O Machinam, O Yungshin, Simchen Yang, Delango. Oh, in should hold the she.
We do it in English. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Dakas and Dakinis, please think of me just as the masters of the 3 times gave rise to bodhicitta, so shall I give rise to unsurpassable sublime bodhicitta from this day onwards and until attaining the essence of awakening, following the teachings of the Buddhas and great yogins. I will diligently practice the 3 types of ethical conduct: the conduct of abstaining from unwholesome actions, the conduct of practicing virtue, and the conduct of acting for the benefit of beings. From this day onwards, I will never forsake the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, the unsurpassed 3 jewels, with the Samaya of the Supreme Vajra family. I will maintain the mudra of Vajra and Bell as a sign of the ultimate nature, and I will respect the Vajra Master with that delightful Samaya of the Supreme Ratna family. I will engage in the 4 types of generosity throughout the 6 times of day and night with the Samaya of the Lotus family, born from Great Awakening, I will embrace the holy Dharma of the outer, inner, and secret vehicles with the Samaya of the Supreme Karma family. I will abide uninterruptedly within the natural state of mind and thus maintain all vows spontaneously. I will make offerings to whatever extent I am able and will give rise to Supreme Bodhicitta. I will observe all vows without exception for the benefit of all beings. I will liberate those not liberated. I will release those not released. I will give breath to those without breath. I will set all sentient beings in nirvana.
我到底有的最先多，真的进，但马这儿玩那么大这儿去呢，但没说你话一大村住来说，东岸这里跑马这儿玩那么一大这是影响，我马这儿玩那出发是，但可让他们从出发的马这儿玩那出发去影响。我对我们就我穷，现在他在年头的让上级来说吧，就是挺快钱不我马托吧，要我特别强求钱不我特别，我对我穷还去件事，我在强求钱这种两眼里满地吧。 这是把两眼对话了，啥了，过个影响我，这是开心不多，是身体这里的吧。
So the most important part of this motivation of bodhicitta are the last few sentences where we say, first I will liberate those not liberated. So that is a vow to lead all sentient beings out of the three lower realms. And then I will release those not released, is to release all sentient beings from this cycle of the three realms of samsara altogether. And then I will give breath to those without breath, means to cause those on the lower paths, like the heroes and solitary realizers and so forth, to develop a mind of bodhicitta. And together I will bring all sentient beings to the state of nirvana, to the state of liberation. So that's really the most important part of the motivation of bodhicitta.
哦，真的，他讲了，那么我突然说为边苦了，东北经过他妈有吧，那么了，小吧，就被里头他们在他们把出去中呢，出去他马上呢经过到外蛮方面，通嘛没得这么，我他那说他在他们说经过嘛有吧，他说他们经过到外安个嘛的，是没得啊，我当苦了东北经过是他们到外了安个嘛的是，他马上对真的我真的没得的工作其实。
Also, tanga ngakine batho so. Tana yichi so karen mushe.
Como no é?
Tana ko to yang. Assim.
我他在经过嘛有吧，这说，有不起的，他们这都把就是说咱们的，当不经过到完了完个嘛的，现在都没大工作其实。
And so next there is a mandala of a samaya of not revealing the mandala to those who have not yet entered or who are authorized into the mandala, and that is represented by wearing the blindfold. So now we will wear the blindfold.
我没得。 Salchum Banzavara he on Akamara he Tene Tambo Chepa to Chancho Semjiban Nak Simtin, Tachepa Nak Semjiba, Mipan de Sigores, Chenanam, Chananam, Nikara, Kunzop Chancho Semjingo. Davejin for Davanya Kandid, Rasubachi, T, we should turn down Chancho Simdi. Da Dorje Garboze, Nava Reden Sanders. You owe something, Anti Gendo Chrochis.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. So next we come to a special generation of bodhicitta, and so here you of the secret mantra, and so here you visualize yourself. So at the heart of yourself, there is a full moon mandala, like a full moon disc, and its nature is the relative bodhicitta. And then at the center of this moon disk stands a white five-pointed vajra, which symbolizes the ultimate bodhicitta. And so visualizing in this way, repeat the mantra.
Om Sarva Datangata Ubadayame Om Sarva Datangata Ubadayame Om Sarva Datangata Ubadayame Om Sura de Samaya de Sedo Sendaya to Se Kum Sukam Jingora Samadabane no Meji or Dorje Yanati Badamji Tiki Badamji Adamji Chinjalabati Bancho to Sama Cho the Jinkote Kumajoba Namla Mava Majava Madiba Nam Yamani no Onama or Tasanga Jinko Mayoba Teba Mejo, the Zola thing asking for Labia Mare Setene, what in it. What they cannot do, that Jinko chance or something on the Genochis.
So we are not to share or explain the nature of the mandala to those who have no faith. So next and so for that for that Maya, please repeat the following mantra.
Om Namade Hum Nama Me Hum Namo Nama Hum Soha Om Namade Hum Nama Me Hum Namo Nama Hum Soha Om Ben Almeda Ben Almeda Uda Ting Some on the Imbaji Chi Gobarshi Chago choosing all Nipa Majava Chu Yang Vini Chive Pometu Yabaton Choro the Hippopelit the what are the here to so do from Bob to be at 6 cheat the Gendo Chirochis.
Karapabuchito? Sorry. So next, in order to cause the wisdom beings to descend, please repeat the following.
Taking Yipa Tamchije Chinja Lab the Zoro Bab Dorje Samba Dala Ab the Zoro Taking Yipa Tamchije Chinja Lab the Zoro Bab Dorje Samba Dala Ab the Zoro. And
in English, I request all Tathagatas to bestow their blessings. I supplicate the glorious, courageous Vajra mind to descend upon me.
真的这趟当那种几点钟公车那了，往东去了，见那头个的是，从我这做我这往团大，就是这么多当官的往那出这里开钱不人多， Water, no, the Necharana Lomana, like Ejek, Bombani to Jesu, Leji, Chongway, Ali Chongway, or some to Genamanta, Gondomo, Bemata Yonti, Chibanzi, Barachu, Bara Jan, Kimbinicala, Lamnesia, Jinko, Sebotu, Dorje, Semba Deva, Nimala, Hong, Bon Semba, go on the Chuke, Jinko, Umbo, the Bo, and Sembala, and Davala, Agarabo, Jimba, Yamilonki, Korong, Boshuda, Patanje, Yovan, Semba, and Daval. Amara bo gambani je water long ke jinkor pabe ramle me jinkor chusum je yege som jen sembale wozen tropense marbolo mande himbe ke nyen ke samo je wozer namatu zong gusong tu je doji som je ha so jian chang ba ta ke ran jin je hong a yege nam je tem chin gambe fuganen zai marbo wozer le chongwe wozer chongwe wozen trobe wozen nam je lu tam chi kan mara chor de yo yan ju to.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. So Titian Sumgen said in the Gongchik that when the meaning of the empowerment arises in your mind, then you have actually received the empowerment. And this means that we have to think about and understand the meaning of the empowerment. So we need to understand what it means. And so next, there's this visualization that I will read from the empowerment text. From the state of emptiness, the disciple arises to you, arise instantly as the syllable A, which transforms into Vajra speech. The Buddha Amitabha, red in color, holding a lotus in his right hand and a symbolic bell in his left. He stands upright, his right leg extended. From a lam at the heart arises a yellow earth mandala, square with four corners and marked with a vajra. At its center is a sun disk and a blue hung. From the palm at your crown arises a white circular water mandala marked with a vase. At the center of the vase are a moon disk and a white syllable ha. From the yam at your throat arises a blue bow-shaped wind mandala marked with two flowing silken banners. At its center are a moon disk and a red syllable ah. From the ram, kindled by the wind mandala, arises a red triangular fire mandala below your feet, marked with the syllable ra. Within the light rays shining from the ra appears a red syllable ze, which levitates the disciple or you. The light rays radiating from the seed syllable at the heart invite the assembly of Vajra body, speech, and mind deities. They descend and dissolve into the syllables Hung, Ha, and Ah. While Ze remains, its light enters your feet from below. Light from Hung, Ha, Ah, and the other syllables completely fills your body.
Then Tangaransu Tati Metoje, you write a Jinko Gam, Anare. What's that? Anare. You come here.
We are now casting the flower on the mandala.
This mandala. Yeah, everybody there. I look. No, me. Maybe. Everybody there. Everybody. The method in Pandu that Jinkorke sharing Jil for Natas Chokmoro to be undone. Then the Jinkork sharing on Shive or then a long Jipa, normal the one Chang or Chapomoro to be out. Then Takos don't more translate to be out. Or then that Chilomalone Yaris, Salma, Nayaris.
And so now when the flower is now cast upon the mandala, so it will land on a specific location on that mandala, which will reveal a special connection to an enlightened activity. So if it lands in the center of the mandala, then that represents attaining the supreme siddhis. And if it lands in the eastern direction, this got the shar the that symbolizes like peaceful, pacifying activities. And then when it falls in the what is it northern southern direction, it symbolizes increasing activity. In the western direction, when it falls on the western direction, it represents magnetizing activity. And when it falls on the northern quarter of the mandala, that symbolizes the attainment of wrathful or siddhis or activities. And then if it falls kind of on the periphery of the mandala, toward like the outer boundaries of the mandala, that represents only like slight siddhis, and it should definitely, it's better if it doesn't fall like totally outside of the mandala, like on the ground.
Tene tangaran ore omwa kavera deza su menza metane omre jehana begim mansadi mahambala om tene chune om tene dorje sembaye chune meneji barache menji zon barache midorje mene la nami tamji meneji barache omza jana zao chu soha.
Now remove the blindfold. Now, having removed the blindfold, I think that now clearly seeing the mandala, removing the blindfold is like clearing away ignorance, and now you clearly see the mandala. So the ignorance has been with us since beginningless time in samsara, and now removing this blindfold, all this ignorance is dispelled, and we are able to directly see the mandala of Chakrasamvara. So everything up until this point was preliminary to the empowerment, and now we come to the actual empowerment.
Tene lo pon tomara lo pon so se be to ke samole lo ma ko de lo pon she ne sho ne ibu ibin yom je be ma la ho jong ne jum den de be ko lo de ba kun do ngom bo xie je chan jian song wan che ba jing si chan ni do de tang chi ben zu yom la che ba xia ye gong yong xia yong gong ben ji ji ta ye jiang ma tun se ma ne ne me ba ne be re be tu so jian nu ren da na so jian ba ra chao jian tan jiang jian zhe 乔家出的金吧，他们讲过这大话讲话，各个年当天吧，我们都是旁边工作忙忙，这个他头班子把来这做的话，头看正话下也讲为这边要来些，这边你看一些没碰吧呗，那时候把来就老碰头给上了我做不去，他前两月的。
一个王被卡干嘛？什么去嘛？这呗。
Chakarasamvara. Ya ta tse chi jikwa re nyelu de. O ta tse di san ra shimi na me chi. Ta lopong ta zo wo dem chong ko lo dem chong zi de le. Tu ka ne wo zen chu ne, lo ma zo go ne, lopong xie tu qiu ne, gu yu yeb ju lu sung dorje lam ne yong ji be ma la hua. Te hua wong du tene de lo ma zo qi lang zo le ko lo dem ba. Gun do ngong bo xie je cha ni jian song wa. Chewa Jungzi Zedile, Chewa Jungzi Chani, Dorje Tang Chivin Zidile, Yomla Chuba, Shab Yong Gomdele, Jigin Go Zidile, Ye Jang de Tunsanama or Nandele, repeat Torso Ole. Urdan Dachi so you run repeat Torso Undava Cheka and Ramot, Takaki or Rana Sodoji Lasso, but so Jandele. Chauza Cho, that's the Cho Yura, or Tarchan, the Chauza Cho, then that's Tarjan, going to that to be 2 months. That part can tell you the car can yam good on the end. T bound the Yom Dorje Pomo, Ngondro Amamo, Chego Tobanziba, Jar Jordele, Chauza the end. Tokam down Tuma, Shab Yongama, Ian Chibi. Ye Shab Yong Jama, Ye Yablan Cheatile. You got a him bomber when the show those and so that's also that's a high color them of Segush race.
It's going to this the big party than that is going. The cannot Karana to Dorvan another.
Don't matter what don't matter Yomara, and they want you, I don't matter on Yomarana.
You know, the mix party.
I mean, like of my life and read them, don't Madonna.
Okay, not this Gyoktas. Not this make parties Gyoktas.
That the last one, Saloponzo was there, so Holodambazede, he took a civic, someone took it, someone was it, won't throw there. No man, I'm go there. So go. Telephone shade show there. Then good Jude Marson, Dorje Lam, Yom Kipeman, Harne. The Harsa did this, so some Holodamba. And that them John Holodamba, Ngondro, Ngombo, Sheje, Jian Chewa Shi Jungzi Zedele, Chani Dorje Tang Chivin Zidele, Yomla Chudele, Sharp Yongomde, Jiji Ma Zidele, Ye Jandele, the Tunsama Nandele, or the Repaya Torso Jaya Damdele, the Zel Noruyole, Yong Dava Cheka Yole, then Gil Naso Dorje Jadam Yole, Togam so that's a Yorwa. Then the Chauza Cho, Rujan, Chauza Cho, Ujian, Gujian, Bungian, so your what is Chauza Cho. Well, then the Shant Tono Toby continue Yoba. Well, then the Shanta Yoba. I need to car can yam goes on them, but the door car can yam to good end. Or T bound to the Yom Dorje Pomo. Chegotan, Tochan Ziba. Jadrova, Chauza, what Rujan, Chauza, what Tokam Tima, that's a jipachi. Shab Yon Jandele, Yon Jand, Ye Yal and Cheated, Yab, Gabal Chudu, I see. Then you put the Yeshame, but show those and that's so, then Dordina, so that, follow them Joji go for it.
Okay. And so now for the visualization. So let's say the first part is in the mouth. Yeah. So you visualize the Vajra Master as Chakrasamvara, and from the Vajra Master, the seed syllable in the Vajra Master's heart, light rays radiate, and these light rays summon you as a disciple, and you then enter through the Vajra Master's, or the deity's mouth. So the Vajra Master's Chakrasamvara, through his mouth, down through the inside of his body into the Vajra path, through the Vajra path into the lotus of the mother, where you're then transformed and emerge as Chakasamvara yourself, appearing in blue color with one face and 3 eyes and 2 hands, holding a Vajra and a bell, and 4 fangs slightly bared, and the right leg is extended upon Bhairava, and the left leg is bent and upon Kalarati, trampling upon Kalarati. Then the hair is tied up in a top knot and is adorned with a jewel, and with a half moon, a moon crescent on the left side of the crown, and also a top knot. At the center of the top knot is a crossed vajra, and you're also adorned with the 6 bone ornaments, such as a necklace of skulls, and you wear a tiger skin skirt and stand in a dancing posture. On your lap, you are embraced by the consort Vajravarahi Vajrayogini, who holds a curved knife and a skull cup filled with blood. She's adorned with the 5 ornaments, such as the mala of dried skulls, and her left leg is extended and the right leg is wrapped around the father Chakrasamvara's waist, embracing him, and both of you are surrounded by masses of blazing wisdom fire. But so in brief, here you should visualize yourself as the deity Chakrasamvara.
근데 소소다 인콜로 됨죠. 근데 군도 청세 차라면 세고쇼래. 갈시 다시 히라 탑시면 오는다 장콜로 됨죠. 인삼 다 토칼 홍정 홍원보는 것을 삼로다는 제가 미파마인 바다 제지 친다. 고쇼래 사셈심바 마인 마치도를 제 샤토비아지.
So try to visualize yourself as Chakrasamvara, as clear as you can, and in an instant. And if you are unable to visualize that, if you cannot visualize all of that, you can just simply think, kind of have an awareness of I am Chakrasamvara, and then just visualize a blue hung syllable at the heart, and remain just there in a state of non-distraction.
근데 다 마송을 다 로폰 토카네요. 상원리 워젠초네 조주 제르완 코르상제바. 대섬 상메케. 진코르 넘버 10 두지남 과제 장송스 대섬 상원선 대섬 스테이커에서나 상제당 창조 상제당 링메 댄스. 창조 선바당 세메 댄스, 초당 초모 댄스, 와다 대섬 세나 진코르선 다 대섬 진코르 상대 단 두지남과 다 제 장송상.
And then next, again, think that from the seed syllable at the Vajramaster's heart, light radiates outward, and now it invites the Buddhas of the 10 directions together with their retinues appearing in the space before you in the form of the 3 seats of the mandala. So there's 3 levels of the mandala that appear in the space before you. The first level of the mandala is the Buddhas together with their consorts. Then the second level is the male and the female bodhisattvas. And the third level is the male and the female wrathful ones. So think that they're all invited into the space before you.
마자부베 바다에서 로ponje 투게 성원에 워젠초베 절반 코탄지 바 대선섬에 진코트 뒤제 남가젠 참 바다사마 마자부베 바다에서 마자두베 바다에서 마자 아로게 바다에 엄마명게 바다에서 마자 네베데 바다에서 소 도제진 성제란도 바조베 지도는 연된 중에 현재 탈라자르 조로 시에솔바다비 두치제 진코르 와나메 와케라 나마 와타자 로ponja 와나로 시솔바다비 진코르소라 로폰 소바다비든 두치킬해 진코르 왕케 왕 진코르소 왕 공반지 왕라다 자바랭아 야명나 소베 다지 여러 림보치 드 정바칸 나네 데 왕고송사 왕고리아 혼바 나 송사 왕고리아 샤바시 송삼데네 장초 선바트소 자시주 초보트소 그게 용트소 도제르려네 대포장 호모 라소데 랑 처랑 소 땡투 도탕 장찬라 송 추비 지제 고르곤 메로 차파 와데 장라만나 와타 솔반데 반데 젠도도 소와 데마 로션 제 요베
Oh,
这马路相当。
So then next we come to another supplication. And so here we are supplicating the Vajra Master and the principal mandala deities to confer the empowerment. So here we visualize the empowerment deities, the 5 Buddha families, Yap and Yum. They appear holding vessels, like vases, filled with with nectar, and that with that nectar they will then confer the empowerment. And so think and that after we repeat that they will confer the empowerment, and after you have received the empowerment, the surrounding bodhisattvas proclaim verses of auspiciousness, and the wrathful deities dispel hindrances, and the male wrathful ones and the female wrathful ones sing Vajra songs, and the gods and the goddesses hold divine parasols, victory banners, and shower down a rain of flowers and saffron falling down from the sky onto you. So first, please repeat the supplication to receive the empowerment.
Choje dala wangorje jumdeande digi yigba jumdeandani chenbo nam tuje rangji jianamje choje dala wangorje.
Once in English. Tathagata, Bhagavan, great sage, compassionate one, please grant me empowerment.
This one, I need this one.
The base, Drupon Rinchen base. So now we have supplicated the empowerment deities, which are the 5 Buddha families in union, so the Yap and the Yum 5 Buddha families. And so these 5 Buddha families hold in their hands precious vases filled with the empowerment nectar, and think that now you have received this nectar. It is poured into you and you have received the empowerment.
Sanji Gunji Zong Sanji Dorje Zong Zomchungwe Sanji Gunji Jimbarachi Banzara Ambiken Zadu Mama Surada Warada Ye Bi. Then big there. And then that make one go on top then no more nga jiang pong nga ni jo ne yin a wo qi xian jiang da jia ba de song hua jia ju le xia song zang.
So now you have received the base empowerment, and having received the base empowerment, purifies the 5 afflictive emotions and transforms them into the 5 aggregates, and awakens the essence of the 5 wisdoms and plants the seeds of the 5 Buddhas in your mind.
我真的大致往过程里去的浪漫的呀旅呢，长务的呀旅呢，这让旅程嘛，讲究些子，看呢，真的去浪漫呀旅的，但那种可乐顿吧，印度的呢，没去过见松上来的，不见松上。
So now I think that your entire body is filled with the nectar of bodhicitta, and the overflow at your crown, the overflow of nectar, forms a crown ornament of Akshobhya, which is the principal Buddha family for Chakrasamvara.
我第一次往去啥的，一些什么说的，我说了嘛，天松上过去啥的，天没怕些意思。
And then these empowerment deities then dissolve into you, the disciples, in the form of the wisdom beings. Then next we come to the transmission of the mantra. So here visualize that from the mantra garland at the heart of the Vajra Master, who you visualize as the deity. From that mantra garland arises a second mantra garland, and it moves, so it kind of separates from the main mantra garland like one flame igniting another, and then arises and leaves through the Vajramaster's mouth, then enters the right nostril of you, the disciple, also visualizes the deity, and descends down to the heart, where it begins to circle around the seed syllable at your heart. Well, then please repeat the mantra. And then once in English, Bhagavan, I have taken you as my master, so please take me under your care. Now please repeat the mantra.
I'm sorry. Hey, Ruru, Gang, Hong Pi, Dragon, Zala Sambaram, Soha, Omjere, Banzara, Hey, Ruru, Gang, Hong Pi, Dragon, Zala Sambaram, Soha, Omjere, Banzara, Hey, Ruru, Gang, Hong Pi, Dragon, Zala, Sambaram, Soha, Sarvam Buddha Dragoni, Baza Vanani, Hong, Pi Soha, Sarvam Buddha Dragoni, Baza Vanani, Hong, Pi Soha, Sarvam Buddha Dragoni, Baza Vanani, Hong, Pi Soha. Tedarwan Gorove, Chuji, Chin Siji, Jinko Kuban, Tonshin, Jinko Shokin, Humbe Wanto, Timon Luji, Zo Zabi, Luji, Chima, Zom Zaba, Janshi, Chima, and Timon Lutaman Ziba, Chima, Turku Chepajan, Jo Bara in Lamjan and Gombala, Andriva Gudurje, Andriva Gudurje, Mutu, Chorwe, Kabajan to Chi, so it's on your way.
Okay, then it says, having received the empowerment, you now behold the outer mandala of characteristics, and you have received the full base empowerment. In general, the defilements of the three non-virtuous deeds of the body are purified and prevented from further arising. In particular, the perception of the body as ordinary is purified. As a result, the extraordinary power of the Nirmanakaya is planted in your mind. For the path, you are empowered to practice the generation stage. For the result, you have the fortune to realize the Vajra body.
Oh, then,
Next, we receive the secret empowerment, and for that, first please offer a mandala.
Saji Boju Choshin Meto Jam Shira Linji Nindi Jimbande Sanji Shina Meidi Puwa Yin Joku Namda Shindu Juba Sho 我今天早上网学校同他了监督起落其实。
Now, please repeat the following supplication in order to receive the secret empowerment.
秋季、夏季、各季节，打开拉米，吃瓦头，直接上位，往开呢，公布结束，送完走，秋季、夏季，各季节，打开拉米，吃瓦头，直接上位。 往开呢，公布结束，送完走，你说自己。
Once in English. With your kindness, grant me unsurpassed power. Protector, please care for me by offering me the secret empowerment.
我真的在往这上面进口蛮多万，从几米大的进口其实。
Now again, please wear the blindfold to symbolize not seeing the secret mandala.
我们早去边的亚的是监督起了，其实我们早去。
Please repeat.
边的瓦达那马那阿红。 真的，且让他们见过了，他们别更多，像这我们学习强你这样说，我他经常从过了，他们瞧呀，不这是但是这可是这他们那个在学班那一天就其实，红中这我是那，但是过了他们瞧印象，这红这我是那这个吧。
So now at this point, visualize yourself clearly as Chakrasamvara. And again, as I mentioned before, if you can't, it's enough to just have an awareness of being Chakrasamvara and visualizing the Hung syllable at your heart.
我们学习强你从我听就是我这强你都是他这边用的钱用我们这个也讲我推荐嘛年把这批投资建议努力的去那所见把小子周当他讲给完成的到项目人强哇开个年堂店吧我们都是朋友我们这个他突然这边这周吧小子给投看看这个嘛一下也讲为要来这边你看那个 也不知道我们很多这个不正啊，外地我很几天吧，也不知道譬是不搞吧，也不知道我们原来也被马不安心吧，甚至话在这些马不准备抢救先，也没人把设备抢救先，也没人把设备都给上网了，第一把他们去，第一把他们去，人把设备这把工的让些推用，七八千不行，都得让看上的话被让给上级的讲什么这边，第一把的我设备都是当ro进，看上七八上，看上头七八上，前两有外的。
Yeah.
也不上往前头马来。
Yes.
我在让过了东巴是那他在去过的是在马龙上的。
the
Yap Sama.
Sama.
What is some motion?
You see the Tonga de Samara?
Yante does Kazan of Haba.
Papa there.
Kazan. Dosing over Chorbe. Over Chorbe, dosing Kazan to cheese.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So now you visualize again yourself and the Vajramaster as Chakrasamvara in union with the consort, and through the union.
So them Joseph.
Yeah, you visualize yourself as Chakarasamvara in union with the consort, and through the union with you in a consort, light radiates from the seed syllable at your heart, which then summons the Buddhas in union with their consorts. They enter your mouth and melt with great passion, into a state of great passion, then pass through your Vajra path and enter the secret womb, the secret place of the mother. Samvai Nira Rimra.
And
there at the secret place of the mother, they merge, their bodhicitta drops merge, becoming the melted essence of bodhicitta of all the Buddhas.
And this Kabbalah. No Kabbalah. Kabbalah this. No Shimano. Yeah, this one. Debe Sanjizilla so Debe Sanjizilla Jedar Seje Wangor Changshu Simne Sambo Chune Changshu Simne Yambo Tene Wangor Avo Suka Avo Maha Suka come maybe everybody, okay? Yes, everybody.
Now remove the blindfold. And so now, having experienced tasted the nectar of the secret womb of bodhicitta, think that you now experience a special samadhi of bliss and emptiness.
Chimadom, Tumomani, Long Chima Padrune, the Loncho Zokuke, Nupa Chepajan Shason Sam, then the Ranchinam, Lam Dajin, Dachinamchi, Wama, Gomalawans and Drib, Zondoji, Tropical Chison Sam.
And so then, after having removed the blindfold, you now enter and then directly see the secret mandala. And with that, seeing the secret mandala, you have received the secret empowerment. And here in general, that purifies the defilements of the four non-virtuous actions of speech, and they are prevented from arising again. And in particular, the obscuration, the defilement of the karmic winds are purified. As a result, the power of the Sambhogakaya is planted in your mind. For the path, you are empowered to engage in the practice of self-blessing. And for the result, you have the fortune to actualize Vajra speech. And now, in order to receive the third wisdom, knowledge, empowerment, please offer a mandala.
사제 보주 조견 매도 장 르라 니제 년대 젠바 네 상제 신라 메데 부와예 은조그 남다 신투 조바쇼 되네 this 듣는 대지도 싫어지 스완좀 배통하다.
And then repeat the following supplication for the third empowerment.
중대한 시바 첨보제 dorje nenjoro jigi bara mechi chawja drobapo dorje jorwa yangda chung chidar thone dangije ngada dala tedamzu kurban damke sonantu chengman damni dala job我真的呀，现在一直都差这些，就是。
And then English ones. The single Vajra Yoga mind of the peaceful Buddhas arises from the realization of the indestructible mudra, just as Vajra Yoga is your own nature. Master, please grant it to me as well. Protect me, a helpless being, from drowning in the swamps of samsara.
工作强求性经过蛮通伟大，真的每大经我其实。
Dika yanke chongoro.
这工作强求性的经过，工作强求性经过蛮通伟。
So again, please wear the blindfold as a sign of not seeing the bodhicitta mandala.
造觉边的瓦然玛那阿蓬，要this 监督起来信息，我们造觉边的瓦然玛那阿蓬，罗蓬杰罗蓬什么前点杰老花用法松为罗马耶稣第一呢苏马耶姆。 근데 저 동문자시 동자상제 남제 다음 코로링마 절반에 대바신보 용마에 대바신보 용마 도제지 총sem나 도제너 주바라에 칸투제 조르지 이게 되는 거고제 이제랑 남제빈 코로도 막고 너무 시지 차지 송만 지와중지 차 도제도 지금 제 보면 지금 샤비 그냥 용금 전세만 예 장매 전세만 내바다 레페터 조전으로 다지 바라 차장아 다다 향한 권팅이다 화지 장말 가리게 냠고다 된바 염도지 포모고 뭐지 뭐 도탄지 바자 조르바 차장아 다도 감칭와 야용장비 티베 야란 티베니까 야면 yap지상 매한 도리가 버징을 되어 염지 상만매 안도지 피스보가 야면 바라 샹수선 매유 샹수선 maybe be Mahamudra center and Sema Deva Zati Yamal Minion Bersham Chances Chances Jevor show Salvata Tanga and Ramada Soba Imango or Teneta Yamion Kolodum by Yamiam Z, the social Kolodum by Yamiam Z, Rati Tene Tati Yamion Nimba show Wiki Chansu Simke that what happened Chansu Semane Jevor Jimba Nika 我这华文对他对吧？我这都见到了什么呢？这情就华文对的呢，他结果马人吧，好就搞吧。那你看错个，那对吧？好的切巴的搞吧。我真的都是那如这么从那两级级别对吧？我这搞吧些这些，让这从什么？我真的这边你看这些，有没有看到对？我真的当他的。 说说给 라제들이 니카레 상원레 오제 나타 세계기 과 참지 고네 랑 시에도 교네 진지라데 라마 자르바지 참지 제한창네 랑 로마 야메다 소송콜로도 마야메지 오라 테다 지과 직장파 차송원상 도제지 차송원상네 테sam당 오스.
And then, so you visualized yourself as Chakrasamvara with the consort, and so think that then the bodhicitta that is produced through your union begins to descend down from the crown. So actually, when it first reaches, so it moves down from the crown to the throat. And so here, that experience is called joy. And then when it reaches the heart, it is supreme joy. And when it reaches the navel, it is extraordinary joy. And when it reaches the secret jewel, it becomes innate joy. And so then think that after that, as you experience the 4 kinds of bliss, the 4 levels of bliss or joy, then from within that state, think that from your heart, light rays radiate, the seed cell of blood, your heart, light radiates, and it summons all the Buddhas to come and in a form of Chakrasamvara and dissolve into your mouth, and then dissolve completely one with you. So then all the you have become inseparable from all these Buddhas.
야메야냐 바르쇼베소 베조르발레 창조세미선나 지바르 Drimba Havi Gava Ninka Choga Tideva Chega Dorjeno Zumbetensi Tibeteva Nya Gava Tigi Nomala Zeviniki Samone Tigi Patam Yamuna Number Kane Shobe Luji La De Luci Lama Jarba Yamam Jian Changwe Lomata Roji Lujo Baroji to Chora Zeji to Nyambara Shaba Eshuden What Ahon Sena Jendo Chrochis.
Please repeat Amahun.
Ahon. What in the Migdat Patro shows Migdat Patro and Etene, what had shows Migdat Patro Samo.
Then next, remove the blindfold.
What in a one to go do then, Chugunzo, Chancho Sem called the sort show, 10 tons on some. Then she out she want to. Tumo easily, Napsen, no sen Losaji Betachima, Narzaba, Janshi Chimadom. Tumo Maiba, Sunzi Nampo. Rapetmapa June, Chokunuba Chipatin Shasonzam, Lamjin Kolo Gombala, Drupon Dorje, Todorje Chova Garvajan Chiesonzam.
And then I think that having removed the blindfold, you now enter the mandala and directly see the mandala of relative bodhicitta. And you have with this received the wisdom, knowledge, empowerment, and in general, the defilements of the 3 virtues of the mind are purified and prevented from arising again. In particular, the coarse defilements of grasping at subject and object are purified. As a result, the power of the Dharmakaya is planted in your mind. For the path, you are empowered to meditate on the mandala circle. And for the result, you have the fortune to actualize the Vajra mind.
Tene Takarida, Snowatachi, Tene, Tawan Shivati, Tondala, Tsiwan Sirgiroti, Tondala, Mendes Purochi, Istanbul.
And next we come to the 4th empowerment, also called the word empowerment. And for that again, please offer a mandala.
Saji Bochu Chokin Meto Jam Zira Niki Nindi Jamban Sonji Shina Maybe Pua Yen Roku Namda Shintu Juba Shu. What in the one she will turn down the Jendo Sirochis.
Next, please repeat the supplication to receive the 4th empowerment.
Dani Chechu Gadike. So Wankoro Namsomto Fri Jan, Jan, Gadichen, Jabdo,
And then in English, through your kindness, I have received the three empowerments of the principal deity, now protector, care for me by offering me the precious fourth empowerment.
And
again, please put on your blindfold as a sign of not yet seeing the mandala of ultimate bodhicitta. Please repeat the mantra.
Om Zalchen Banzara Avara Mana Yehong Sherabi Nuku Churbe Chancho Simple Gumbarab and Pebe Jabami Bani to Batekunani, choose some Jimajaba Yalan Dunan. Then be Chelsea Chimbo Gomba, Doni Chimbo, Ranjin to Cherane, Washibi, Him, one some pick up some emoji, but in Henji, she didn't even you could have shown the Chon, the Chancho Simple Gomba, the Comban Pene, Quantum Comparative. Nam Seba Mibachi Konani, shoot and be some Jimajaba was issue. Yana doing that Chelsea Chimbo in Washibi, and one in Bato for the shoes. What that is, that's all done to this man. That's here he wants so. 有个东西，我这点呢，在强调什么的呀？东他们强调什么呀？我们的呀，那本片呢，这是他交在进步内容从我通呀了。那往准备个我这一下子，希望的，谁成这样东，从那回去噻，成这样光的光片了呀，成这样子，成这什么当我学噻的意思。
And so we can see the third empowerment, the wisdom, knowledge empowerment, as like a sprout, or the seed of what actually then happens in the fourth empowerment, which is seeing the ultimate bodhicitta. So it is through this third empowerment we practice bodhicitta, and then our bodhicitta increases, and as a result of that, we directly see the nature of Mahamudra. So the third empowerment serves as an introduction that then allows you to clearly see the nature of the true nature, which is then shown in the fourth empowerment. And having seen it, then through the fourth empowerment, it continues to expand.
是可是那他这里那多一些的切查，一些的切查，一些这里也那些吧，对吧？他多不切查是个了，多不个我的切吧查是，同大进步赢吧。我多不个我的切查是，我的切查是一些的切查。多些南科技的不是，多些南科技，多些是那他多能可完全个是，马多那两个点就我们这个是，就他多些身份在这边同大是可个的，我就外面同大了，就他那可个我的。我真的就话没办法，可个话就是something我那些我就话有嘛的是，我从那等可完就没的是，马头那两个的哈，你说这个嘛的是，南科记得不是，这 something 他的有嘛的是，南块记得不是，他当有嘛的是，对人他去喜欢你，对人他去喜欢你，对他们去当对现在吃嘛他们去当吃多的是，吃嘛他们去当 something 我那吃嘛有嘛的是。타르신 세드 타르신 당가도 되게 인보자 그런 타르신 연대 탐진 타르신 봐요 그래서 시바레스 초랑양의 되게 파스 초랑양 파스도 다 되는 사례 초랑양 파스도 다 되게 아주 샘스잖아 다 이해세나 되니 제일 대한들이 이렇게 통다다 그거 효체다 말아래 종류가 커선 난 좋아 이제 남신데 마토 되는 말이지 내 녀몽군지 시산인스 또 나라의 이해디 各部用天天用众多，我真的我打成这件事的，我这同意思，我打他妈中下呢。
So then it says this quote here that says, "A primordial wisdom is vast and subtle. It is like a vajra, like the center of the sky. It is immaculate perfection. It is immaculate perfection, peace. You are your own father. So what it means is, so primordial wisdom, primordial because it is the innate consciousness that has been there to begin with, primordial knowing. And then it is subtle. That means that it is very difficult to realize it. It is very, because it is very subtle. It is like a vajra, meaning that it is unchanging, like a vajra, invincible, unchanging, like a vajra. So here we're speaking about the nature of the mind. It is unchanging, like a vajra. The mind is unchanging. And when you realize it, so this vajra cannot be destroyed, but it destroys all. So when you realize your nature, it destroys samsara. When you don't realize it, it destroys nirvana. But it has this all invincible nature that nothing can destroy it, but it destroys all. And so you can either destroy samsara or nirvana. And then it says it is like the center of the sky. So actually, the sky space has no center. It is limitless without a center or a boundary, and that is the nature of the mind. And then it is immaculate. It is immaculate because your true nature is free of, your Buddha nature is free from even the slightest obscuration. It is perfection. So it is immaculate perfection. It has no stains, and within Buddha nature, all enlightened good qualities are inherently present. And then it is peace. It is peaceful. It is perfect. Its nature is perfectly peaceful. It's perfect peace. And then you are your own father. That means that there is a relation between the our mind and this so-called wisdom, the primordial wisdom. So it is like a father and the child. There is a direct relation. And Milarepa said that when at the time when you do not realize the inner moving consciousness, when the inner moving consciousness goes unrecognized, then it becomes the very basis of all ignorance and affliction. But if you recognize this same mind, then all the excellent qualities of primordial wisdom will naturally arise.
다 지탄티 다 지원스 책이로 와서 어떤 다들이 다다디 제가 로폰 독세세 저 센터 라마 샤안 택티스 마잉 마치 범고 다 제가 로폰 독세세 요틱 가르종을 세나 토바 셈진 rombolas 토바세나 토바세나 다 갈리 카데 나로랑 알아서 셈비 남도 송지 남도 뭐뭐지 갈리베 거다 되나지 셈든 rombo라 류큰 rom보라 셈 토바 셈진 rombolas 做堂这边也是，做堂这边我，什么南头是做把他们去堂车的，他也说家伙是，南头他们去把做把他车的，我现在也是做堂这边也说是，说嘛用嘛，然后我说嘛是呢，他这些把的那票，他这些把是吧？我说嘛是，我说嘛用嘛是呢，但就外面把这过去了，说嘛用嘛，然后是，就外面，现在用嘛是就外面嘛，说嘛用嘛，然后，弄得瞧着钱不行，是我在弄那边。 他瞧着钱不的，是我这个讲的，你们去，他希望是这种有嘛，他的，这个你们的去过去的也是去的。
So this is the fourth empowerment is called the word empowerment because there's no empowerment substance, but it is just conferred based on words, through understanding the words. And so specifically the words here that introduce that fourth empowerment come from the Indian Mahasiddha Dokseba, and so he gave this instruction on how to rest in the natural state of the mind. And so he said that the mind is like a tired and exhausted traveler. When you have been traveling for a long time, you're tired and exhausted. And so likewise, the mind is tired from the constant movement of conceptual thoughts. So he says, tired from the constant movement of conceptual thoughts, you must finally allow your mind to rest. The body is a guest, and as the guest or the traveler, the body is like the mind travels through the body as the host, so to speak, and so finally you allow this worn out traveler or your guest to come to rest and to settle down. And how you should settle, he said that you should rest in an unelaborated state that is free from all mental constructs, and a state that is fresh. And so fresh here means the present moment of awareness, this present moment of now is this fresh awareness. So you're resting in a fresh state. Then secondly, in an innate state, and innate here means unchanging. The unchanging state is the natural state. And then third, self-settled state. So you allow the mind to settle into itself, into its own nature. And then settling in that state that is fresh, innate, and naturally self-settled, you should practice Mahamudra, which is beyond the intellect. And so here, that is the word empowerment, because during the word empowerment, there is no empowerment substance, but here we simply need to practice, we need to meditate.
드네 대단하서 차선 건강만 요 가르치는 로이 추지 론데 동면 동서 로크 추다 로크 남도 성지 마부진 론데 동통도 말에 제비 추지 전미사만다 마부제 제와 제시 인자만다 남도 시신 전미사들 또 말에스 론데 전미 통도도나 론데 전미 소도하고나 란셈 직추 리파 제버코 란셈 지추 리파 제버코 라버라 란셈 지주고 소소소 샘트 내로도 다고 지주 트렌트 지주도 좀 소소 샘트 내로도 다네 많이 와신 다네 되네 란셈 지추 리파 제버코 제디다 둘로한테 가르진 세면 남포마 라 만다 송지세 둘로는 찬로 어 둘로미 받는 제버코 나와가로 메자 란소코 제요라 어때 바람이나 쳐서 침보도 나와가고 말스 로브고 말스 다 많이 와티나 잖네 왜냐면 지고레스 어때 바람 재미나데 쳐서 침보인 정도 어때 되는 당아도 샘티 냠냐치네 이사스 당아나 조금자 인스
In the Ganges Mahamudra, it says that that which lies beyond the intellect cannot be seen by means of the intellect. The meaning of effortlessness cannot be realized through deliberate effort. If you wish to realize the state beyond the intellect and effort, you must allow your mind to rest in the natural state clearly and without distraction. So you place your mind settling naturally and look directly at your true nature and remain there without distraction. Then the text continues, and in this way, you are looking at your naked awareness. And so naked awareness means that normally when there are many conceptual thoughts in the mind, it is just like being covered in many clothes. And when all these thoughts are gone, it's like being stripped of all these clothes. And now you're resting in the naked state of mind, stripped of all conceptuality. And so in that state, allow all appearances, whatever may arise, to be as it is, without trying to stop it and without engaging deliberately in it, just simply letting it be naturally as it is. There's no need to block what appears, and there is no need to create anything else. So you simply stay with what is without any distraction.
我等当然做的意思，我们家因是个先把球把它往想的意思，干嘛还是我们家去。
So now we're going to meditate for a few minutes. Just allow your mind to rest in a natural state, without any distraction, without any fabrication.
وتنا تا وما هون مقدار أنا جندو شروع شيء إنه مقدار في خانس.
Now repeat Amahong and then remove the blindfold.
وتنا تا أوان قرباتي كي تيوان قدي تا تونام شانشوب سامج إنكور تون زام 교 인고 효원 통송상 왕시바토 지원보토 투모 많이 봐 이제 이些什么从这南头什么住투모 다 이제这把种把讲투모 많이 봐 이些南头从这什么把呢我你个你把这把下松上那让敲在清波公巴了王从就那就是公巴了王这个他多这种肉娘呗一些多这筹备搞完讲去说是那么多。
So now, having received the fourth word empowerment, you now enter and see the mandala of ultimate bodhicitta. And having received the fourth precious word empowerment, on the relative level, the subtle defilements of the three doors of body, speech, and mind, and all their habitual imprints are purified and prevented from arising again. And ultimately, the defilements of primordial wisdom, namely the subtle conceptual thoughts of a subject-object duality, are purified. As a result, the power of the great bliss Svabhavika Kaya is placed into your mind. For the path, you are empowered to practice the Mahamudra of union, and as a result, you will attain the primordial wisdom Vajra, the realization of the sameness of the three Vajras.
我真的到往在查送，真的到等往节咱们这节有了。我在咱们这一次到中国咱们这去过去，但咱们这一次就当在咱们国节有的，但多对错意，那他在他强你的强说是的蛮娘气，但说都是去了本土是说强不起。我咱们这中国去，对，他做这强你的强说，什么讲他们强你的强说是我，什么讲他们上节杀人过上，我在成都去过去，但是那的。咱们这从嘛听能对都学的，真的，我开始什么讲，他在偏家亲不托嘛，都弄嘛起来是，他其实咱们这是俺做起过学，咱们这的，我这期真的，他在，俺在他有了开始俺啥的，你把人家面，你把这记过的是了，真多的呢，他原点就当啥，说你们开始去用了，他说这做你们起的呢，我这他参起，要我参起一些弄出这个，我这他这弄那他从做不着个的。我这一弄这个，我听的，我他怎么这，我这去，罗人他强你强说什么样去
？So this completes the empowerment, and at the end of the empowerment, we come to the Samaya, and so we will repeat the Samaya, where we should think that I'm going to keep all the vows, all the Samayas, but so in general, there are many different samayas, but in brief, they all can be summarized into the mind of love, compassion, and bodhicitta. So if you do not allow those to decline, if you don't lose your love, your compassion, your bodhicitta, then you're keeping the essence of the samaya. And especially for your Vajra brothers and sisters, your samaya is to be kind and loving toward them, and then also to regard all sentient beings with love and compassion, and to think that I will establish all sentient beings in the state of Buddhahood, and so that in essence is the samaya. And so you should want to benefit sentient beings. That's really the essence. And if you are unable to benefit someone right now, the essence of the samaya is to always have the wish to benefit them, and at the very least to never cause them any harm. So that's really the essence of the samaya. Now, some practitioners think that when they receive a certain empowerment, then they also have to recite that deity's mantra in order to keep their samaya. But actually, what's most important in terms of practice now is to keep doing what you have been doing. So if you have a practice, consistently practice what you have been practicing. Because within the expanse of primordial wisdom, all the Buddhas are one, all the deities are one. So if you practice one deity, you are really practicing all deities. You have to practice one deity, but if you practice just one, then you are practicing them all. And in any case, the most important samaya, the commitment, is to never allow your love and your compassion to decline. Do not lose your love, your compassion, your bodhicitta.
我的呢，我的呢，这一到了在往学忙不学了，他从嘛你把当头个嘛，我等你来接也不着等，等这说的意思。
So that is because we receive many empowerments, and of course we cannot recite every single mantra of each of these deities, but that's not the point. If you just practice one really well, then you're really accomplishing them all.
要等的进度去了去意思。
Then please repeat.
做我去到了，干咋了吧？在大参去，打开去，我的妈落上了。
English. I will do all. You, the principal Lord, commands.
我到往查字面的书，啥也不去，
Please offer a mandala.
啥也不去，求心没多长，日那个年的肩膀的，上界现在没的不啊也这个，那么大信徒就把修。我这里在网上呀，在满洲过来也用可的几个，满洲下来。
So, for actually giving the blessing of the empowerment to Rinpoche come down to you, or you want to come up?
满。
So this completes the empowerment, and I was very happy to be here with you today. And also, you have Abu Lama here, who is always here with you. And Abu Lama actually has received all the essential instructions from Gachin Rinpoche, and he's also practicing all of his instructions. So that's really extremely precious, and therefore I think that you should come to see him as much as you can here at the center, because I think that is really a great merit to come here as much as you can. So thank you, everyone. We stop here for tonight, and we conclude with some dedication prayers, and then we will see each other tomorrow and the next day.
Let's do page 18 in the yellow prayer book. Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind, root and lineage gurus, divine assembly of yidams, assemblies of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, heroes and heroines, yogini and assembly of dakinis, all of you dwelling in the 10 directions, please heed me. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of attachment, hatred, ignorance, pride, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May thoughts of fame, reputation, gain, respect, honor, and concern for this life not arise for even a moment. May my mind stream be moistened by loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, and may I become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. At the moment of death, may I not experience the suffering of being abruptly severed from this life. May I not suffer a terrible death. May I not die confused by wrong views. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind itself and in the crystal clarity of Dhammata. May I in any case gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardos. Long life prayers. For this realm encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig. May you remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the three jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya line. Supreme are your activities of guiding others with your perfect deeds. May you, the precious Guru, accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings, the Lord Drikung Kagyu, great Lord of the three jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peace and light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. The one known in the noble land as Aryadeva, emanated into the God clan of eastern Tibet as Chodingpa. The heart son of Jigten Gampo, may the life of glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 aeons. Page 28. May the teachings of the great Trikungpa Ratna Shri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld unto the end of cyclic existence through study, practice, hearing, contemplation, and meditation. Your thousand arms are the thousand wheel-turning kings. Your thousand eyes are the thousand Buddhas of this fortunate aeon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate to the Bodhisattva Chenrezig. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Mani Padme Om Mani Padme Om Gewadiyo Duda Cheleze Guanjurjurne Joa Chikamalupa Devi Salagoparsho.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Rinpoche. Thank you so much. Give empowerment, and we are very, very happy. So thank you. Also, I'd like to thank Ina and Pauline and Joy, translator for 3 languages. Also, thanks Jeffrey came here for the song and for the YouTube. Thank you. Thanks all the volunteer and online and in person. So we tomorrow have a teachings. So please join us. Then Sunday is the practice. So right now we do kata offering. Also, I like thanks the Xuan Master Anna. Okay, so just a kata offering right now.
Wow. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You go right? I Yeah, good tip. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, see you Sunday, right? Tomorrow, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you much. Thank you. 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 Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.